When the ancient world collapsed, so did its knowledge. Libraries burned, scholars disappeared, and science went silent. Europe entered what historians call the Dark Ages. But far from the ashes, in a different part of the world, a new light was rising. A light carried by Muslim scholars who refused to let knowledge die. Before we continue, like this video and subscribe to Chronicles of Faith, because these stories deserve to be remembered. In the East, a miracle of civilization was taking shape. The Abbasid Caliph Harun al-Rashid built a city unlike anything the world had seen, Baghdad. A city of poets, astronomers, and thinkers. And his son, Caliph al-Ma'mun, gave it its greatest treasure, Beit al-Hikmah, the House of Wisdom, the world's first true research university. Here, Muslims, Christians, Jews, Persians, Africans worked side by side, not fighting, not dividing, but translating, studying, and expanding the knowledge of the ancient world. The Muslim world became the guardian of human knowledge. Scholars traveled to Persia, India, Syria, and Egypt, searching for lost books, buying manuscripts, preserving whatever remained. They rescued the works of Aristotle, Archimedes, Euclid, Hippocrates, texts Europe had forgotten. They translated them into Arabic. But they didn't stop there. They corrected them, improved them, and turned simple ideas into full sciences. One translator, Hunayn ibn Ishaq, translated more medical works than anyone in history. People called him the Sheikh of translators. Because of him and thousands like him, the ancient world lived again. With ancient knowledge reborn, a scientific explosion began. Al-Khwarizmi didn't just translate mathematics, he invented algebra. His methods became the foundation of modern algorithms. Ibn al-Haytham revolutionized physics and optics, proving how vision works through experiments centuries ahead of his time. Al-Razi, the father of pediatrics, wrote medical books used for nearly 900 years. And Ibn Sina, whose Canon of Medicine became Europe's most important medical textbook for 6 centuries. These scholars didn't just preserve the ancient world, they amplified it. At a time when Europe had only a handful of libraries, the Muslim world had thousands, from Baghdad to Cairo to Cordoba. Cordoba's library held 400,000 books. Cairo's scribes copied manuscripts daily, and Baghdad's House of Wisdom held millions of pages of scientific knowledge. These weren't just libraries, they were knowledge factories, places where wisdom was collected, refined, and shared. Through Muslim Spain, Al-Andalus, this knowledge crossed back into Europe. European scholars traveled to Toledo, Cordoba, and Granada, and discovered scientific manuscripts that didn't exist anywhere else in the world. They translated Arabic works into Latin, astronomy, medicine, philosophy, mathematics. Universities like Paris, Oxford, and Bologna grew because of these translations. And the European Renaissance, the rebirth of Europe, would have been impossible without Muslim scholarship. Why did Muslim scholars dedicate their lives to saving knowledge? Because Islam taught them that knowledge is sacred, that seeking truth is a duty, that learning is worship. The Quran begins with one command, Iqra, read. To these scholars, knowledge was not power. Knowledge was light, and light must never be hidden. From algebra to surgery, optics to chemistry, philosophy to astronomy, the foundations of modern science survived because Muslims protected them during the darkest age of history. Without their curiosity, dedication, and courage, the world we live in today would be unrecognizable. They didn't just save ancient knowledge, they reignited the flame of human civilization. This is Chronicles of Faith, where history comes alive. Like, share, and subscribe, because the world deserves to hear these stories again.